my little party animals! hiphiprenee here today, your favorite unprofessional, aspiring content creator. The Sims community has a tendency to get fixated on things. We've all seen the cries for bunk beds, better babies, farming, and so much more. But there's one thing that sticks out in my mind whenever I see tweets about the features that the Sims community really wants. And that's the exceptionally large subsection of Simmers who desperately need werewolves in The Sims 4. Now, I myself am not an occult player, so I don't understand the absolute imperative need for the poor man's monster. But let's talk about werewolves and their legacy in the Sims franchise, because I was curious. Now, werewolves, or lycanthropes, are human-wolf hybrids that have been in folklore and pop culture for centuries. In the early 15th century, there was even trials against suspected werewolves in what is now Switzerland. But let's be real, werewolves have always been the poor man's monster. When you think of something like vampires, you think of a well-spoken, handsome gentleman who has more money than God and a Victorian house up on the hill that would rival most members of good society. Vampires have a brand, and that brand is of the well-off, well-educated monster. Now, think of werewolves in pop culture. They also have a brand. They're generally portrayed as poor or middle-class people. They're not always the most attractive, and they're definitely not meant to be the smartest people in the room. They're kind of like the white trash of the monster community, but there's still no denying their appeal. What person who isn't, kind of down on their luck, maybe out of shape, and possibly not very smart, wouldn't want to become a super strong wolf hybrid? It feels like even if we became vampires, we wouldn't be very good at it, because what vampire lives in a one-bedroom apartment in the city whose plumbing barely works? But werewolves? They could be anybody. Now, if you want to get technical, werewolves debuted in The Sims Making Magic. Magical Sims in this game could use the Beauty or Beast charm, and poof, they look like werewolves. But they had no special abilities, and it was purely cosmetic. In The Sims 2 Pets, however, Sims can be infected with lycanthropy and turn into werewolves. Your Sim just needs to be bitten by the leader of the pack, which in this game is a really large wolf with yellow eyes. This giant fuck-off wolf shows up only at night, and once your Sim is bitten, they will transform every night at 8 p.m. Sim time into a werewolf. Their energy will shoot up and their hunger will drop to the dire need level, so prep your poor werewolf some snacks before they change over. The werewolves in The Sims 2 are probably the best we've gotten, with different abilities and personality changes throughout their whole transition. In The Sims 3 Supernatural, werewolves were one of the 5 life states that came with the game, and there were a few ways to lycanthropize your Sims. From creating them in casts, to receiving a werewolf curse from another werewolf, and finally drinking a special werewolf elixir. Werewolves in The Sims 3 had many different benefits, from gaining athletic skill faster to having a significantly longer lifespan than regular Sims. But in The Sims 4, we haven't gotten an all-inclusive supernatural pack. We've gotten cherry-picked supernaturals with their own packs, mermaids in Island Living, spellcasters in Realm of Magic, and vampires in, well, vampires. But no fairies, pixies, real plant Sims, or werewolves. And the community is mad, and they want their damn werewolves. With the announcement of the new paranormal pack, the werewolf stands have come back to play. And I'm sorry to say that it feels like it's going to be quite a while until we see werewolves introduced into The Sims 4, if we ever get them. Are you a werewolf stan? Why do you want them so bad? I'm genuinely curious. Thank you for coming by for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!